Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be drawing a elven warrior slash rogue slash assassin type person. So before I start drawing, I get a couple of reference photos. Mainly this is for the pose so that the anatomy can be correct and the pose can be dynamic enough, and I'm not imagining what like an arm looks like in my head. I can just see it from the pose. And then I do a rough sketch of basically what I want, and then I kind of make sure it looks good, and then I turn the opacity down and I do some line work. Throughout the entire line work process, I'm trying to focus on the weight and the movement of the pose so that it looks like she's just landing from a battle prep to go, so that her hair is still in inertia and doing secondary movement, and just making sure that that looks natural, not too stiff. Now that the body is mostly done, now it's time to add the clothing. I kind of knew what I wanted to go from the very start, so I kind of kept with it. Now I'm going for a very simple boots, pants, shirts, a belt that's visible. I kind of want to go for like a 3/4 sleeve look. Just keep in mind that clothing has weight and it has wrinkles. A great way to find where the wrinkles go is look up reference. You can look up pant crotch, and then you can see the kind of folds that happen on the pant crotch. This freaking background. This background went through so many different iterations. I was really struggling with the kind of feeling, the vibe I wanted to go for. I swapped between different types of skulls. I knew I wanted dead things to be on the ground. I debated putting like dead bodies, but then that would mess up the composition. You'll see later on I was trying something completely different. That doesn't work out. So I wish the background was a little bit more dynamic than what it is in the final, but it gets the job done. That's not the main focus of the drawing. The main focus is definitely the elven warrior. Alright, and now it's time to add some color. So what I would recommend you doing is putting each different part in a different layer. So have the skin on one layer, pants on one layer, boots on one layer, belt on another layer. That way, if you add a color and you make it either too dark, too light, the wrong shade, whatever, then you can press Control U or Command U, depending on if you're PC or Mac, and then it brings up a slider, and you can adjust the saturation, lightness, or the color based on that. You'll notice that in a lot of my drawings, you'll see a deep red. That is my favorite color, so you'll see that sort of repeated amongst my entire art. That and light blue are my favorite colors. So. And now it's time for the shading. This was a part where I could have gone either realistic shading or a cell shade, sort of like an anime kind of style. I initially was going to do a realistic smooth shading. Then I was like, this pose seems very comic booky and very anime like. So I kind of wanted to emulate that kind of like rigid and intense feeling that the cell shading can give. And I feel like since the body is at so many angles, the sharp edges of the cell shading would really complement it well. And then you'll see later on with the highlights that it really does. And now it's the highlight time. This gives really the mood of the entire piece. Alright, that is going to be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And let me know what you think about this narrated speed painting. Do you want me to get more elaborate with tutorials? Do you want me to just talk about random stuff? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very much. Goodbye.